show, we welcome Chanel, who is also known as Rob Dyrdek's rapping receptionist on the Fantasy Factory. Hi, Chanel. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good. So can you tell me, how did you get started working at the Fantasy Factory?
I basically got started working there because I was friends with Rob, and I needed a job at the time, conveniently, so he offered me the job, and I also, I'm an aspiring rapper, singer, so because I'm an aspiring rapper, singer, and, everybody knows that I rap, and, it's kind of funny to them anyways because I'm a little white girl that raps, they kind of just started calling me, the rapping receptionist, so that's how that kind of happened. And then once that stuck, it was everybody really liked it. MTV thought it was funny and everything, so it kind of made me more of the part of the show because of that.
So did you apply to be Rob's receptionist first or to be part of the show?
No, I didn't apply for either, really. He's my friend. I was already friends with him. So he, offered me the job.
Oh, okay, nice. So did you know you'd be involved in doing, a couple of stunts on the show? Was that part of the job description?
No, I had no idea, but obviously I don't mind it because it's fun, so I don't mind at all.
So you're not afraid of, any of the stunts or anything like that? You're pretty brave?
Yeah, I'm really brave. There's actually a lot of stunts that I would like to do that they don't let me do, because, they're scared for me. So I'm oh, man, I would try that, but they won't let me do something.
Exactly. Now, being surrounded by so many skateboarders all the time, do you know how to skateboard?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Oh, that's cool.
I'm not a pro or anything, but I can skateboard. I can do, an ollie, and, I can roll around on the board without, falling.
Very cool. So speaking of skateboarders, I know you got to be a judge for one of your favorite skateboarders, Ryan Sheckler. How was it meeting him?
It was cool. I had met him before, which is why, Rob kept teasing me, because I had met him, a few months, not a few months before, it was probably a year ago, or a year before we had filmed that, actually. And I had a picture with him from when I met him, and, it was on my MySpace, and so, Rob, saw it or whatever, and since he's friends with him, he was well, I'm going to hook you guys up, so he was just kind of teasing me, but it was cool to meet him again.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have a favorite episode of the Fantasy Factory you filmed?
Yeah, I think my favorite episode by far was from the first season, whenever we made our song "Banging on Fools" or whatever, and I got to rap on the song with Rob. It was really fun.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what's been the craziest thing that's gone down in the Fantasy Factory?
The craziest thing, probably every time Nitro Circus comes, because they're really crazy. But every time they come, there's all kinds of weird stunts and crazy stuff going on. Last time they were there, they made one of the ramps into a slide, that you slide down in bathing suits, but they put lubricant all over it and stuff, so it's really slippery.
Wow.
And I did that. It was really scary, but and they all slid down and they attached it to because it's at a warehouse, so they put the ramp off the edge where a truck normally would come, deliver stuff or something. And so they put the ramp to it, and at the bottom of it, instead of it where normally a truck would be, there was a pool there, an inflatable pool.
Oh my goodness!
So everybody was sliding down the ramp into the pool. It was really fun.
Wow.
That was one of the craziest things that we did.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. God.
Yeah, it was.
So now, actually, onto your rapping. Can you tell me, how did you get started with that?
Well, my whole entire life since I was little, I'd say since I could start talking and singing, I've always really been into music, and my nanny who raised me to be really, into the creative arts and everything. She got me into art classes and ballet lessons, and then throughout school, I stayed doing all of those things. I was in drill team, cheerleading, drama, orchestra, choir, all of the creative arts. I was always involved in that stuff, and then when I was about 14, I knew I always wanted to do music, and I wanted to be a singer, entertainer, but I didn't think I was the best at singing. I actually underestimated myself, because now I'm doing a lot of singing in my recording, and I've had producers tell me I'm really good, but I didn't think I was the best singer. So instead of writing singing, I started writing rapping, because I always wrote poetry too. So from writing poetry, it kind of became a way of starting to write music.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I just started rapping. Because, like, I didn't, think that my singing was, like, the best. And I was like, oh, I can do this rap, easy. Like, I'm good at it.
Right.
So that's how that started.
So did you have anybody that you rap with that was just, like, a celebrity that you rapped with, maybe?
Oh, a celebrity, like on the show?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I loved rapping with Travis Barker. They actually didn't show it, which really upset me. But maybe there'll be, like, a undeleted scene and we'll show that again later. But, like, when he came, me and Rob and Drama were, like Drama was on the turntables making a beat, and then, like, Travis Barker was playing the drums to the beat, and then I was rapping, and, like, Rob was just, like, dancing around like Bobby Light.
Uh-huh.
And it was really funny, and it was really fun, and, like, I've never honestly been, like, that, like, close to somebody that I look up to. Like, I've seen Blink-182 in concert 3 times, so to, like, be rapping next to Travis Barker while he was playing the drums was really cool. It was amazing.
Wow, yeah, definitely. You also have your clothing line called Valleywood. Can you tell me, where did you come up with the name?
I came up with the name because, like, I'm from the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in LA, you kind of know, like, what the Valley is. It's like home of the Valley girl, I guess you could say.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like, it's kind of, the name represents, like, being, like, a Valley girl, like, wanting to, like, make it, like, big in, like, the Hollywood scene.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I made up that name, because it really doesn't just represent, like, the clothing line. It also represents, like, a lifestyle and, like, me and my friends, I feel like, because we're from the Valley and we're all pursuing careers, like, in the entertainment industry and stuff, and trying to make it big in Hollywood. And it's also kind of representing how, like, we'll go to the same clubs as, for example, Paris Hilton or something, but we're not from, like, where Paris Hilton's from. We're not from Beverly Hills and stuff, so, we're just Valley girls in Hollywood. So, like, I just blended the two and came up with Valleywood.
Ah, interesting. Now, did you design the clothes, or do you have any input on what the designs are?
Yeah, I do. Like, I tell them everything I want on the shirts and, like, all the designs and colors, and I have a huge input in it, actually. Like, the line, they wanted to base the line on really what I wanted it to be, which was, like, well, I don't know what your next question is, and I'll probably go into it, but, yeah, I do have help designing it.
Where can people buy your clothes at?
You can get them on Paxton.com, Phillies.com. They're actually now, Valleywood's now available in store at Dillard's.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to your local Dillard's. I'm not sure if they have one by where you are, but they have some out here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get them, of course, on ValleywoodClothing.com.
Valleywood Clothing. I'll have to definitely check that out. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us about your Twitter? How does it feel having 41,000 followers? That's, like, a lot.
Yeah, it feels really good, actually. It's funny because I keep thinking to myself, like, man, if I was not on TV, how many followers there probably have? I don't think that many. But, like, it's just crazy from being on the show, like, the amount of people that have really taken a liking to me, I guess, and have come and, like, found me on MySpace and stuff. And that's really, I think, like, ultimately, the goal of me being on the show. And that's why Rob put me on the show, really, in the first place, was because, like, he knew I did music and everything, and that I get exposure through being on it.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, it's insane to me. I can't believe I have 41,000 followers, but it's really cool because, the more followers I have, the more it helps with, like, starting my other ventures besides being on the show, like my clothing line and my music. Like, I can Twitter these 40,000 people and be like, hey, check out my new song, or, go check out this new shirt we have for sale, and it's just really cool being able to, like, reach all your fans that easily through Twitter and stuff like that.